This is my camping, pretty much a camping bag. I call it a go bag because I can just easily grab it and go, but it's more of it's set up to be a camping bag. And I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but I'm making it now for two reasons. One, because I've been building this for a while and I've been wanting to make this video. And two, I just got the new iPhone 17 Pro Max and I wanted to test out the front-facing 4K camera. So, I'm gonna get all this unpacked. For starters, this is about 35 pounds. And this is all set up for my preference. It's not the best equipment, it's not designed, it's kind of like an all-over comfort, camping, my preferences. So, as you see, you'll see that it's set up for me. There's a lot of things I could change in here to make it really simple, but it's set up easily for me. So I'm gonna get all this unpacked and then we will go through everything and go through it all. I have everything laid out now. It's kind of categorized. So we're gonna kind of, English. We're gonna kind of just go over everything. And again, this is for my own preference. I want it simple and lightweight and functional. I don't plan on being stranded anywhere, but if I am, I'm good for a couple days. That's what kind of brings it into the go bag or the get home bag part of it. But it's, as you see here, it's set up for camping. So I guess we'll go to the 3 C's or the 5 C's. We'll start with something simple, cutting. It's just a little cheap, I think it was like $10 on Amazon, $15, something like that, tree saw, so I can cut down limbs for firewood or shelter, whatever I need. And I have a bunch of knives. This is just a regular 5.5 inch straight blade. Those aren't trails. It's got the cheap sheath with it and everything, but just a good straight blade. And then I just have this little 3-pound axe or hatchet. This is for, chop up firewood, trees, self-defense, whatever, hunting, whatever you need an axe for or a hatchet for. So that's the cutting of the 5 C's. If you don't know what the 5 C's are, it's cutting, cover, container, cordage, and combustion. That's the 5 C's of survival. I have a couple more knives. I have an EDC knife that I carry on me. So it's just a pocket knife. And then there's another pocket knife in this med kit here. We're gonna go to lights. Always have a headlamp. All the electronics I have are rechargeable or solar charged. None of them take just like regular batteries. 1, they go bad. 2, they're always dead when you try to use them. So I want everything to be rechargeable. So just things got like 5 settings, 2, 3, 4 settings. Just a regular old headlamp for in the dark, whatever. And this next one is a little lantern. So it's a flashlight lantern. It's got high, low, and then it turns into the lantern part, high, low. And then it's got red, so you don't mess up your eyes in the dark, you can still see. And it's got a flashing red beacon. Nothing fancy. And I believe this is also a power bank as well. I don't know how good of a charge it is, but it charges USB-C. Everything charges USB-C. So I only have to carry 1 cord with me. But this has a USB out, so I'm assuming it's a power bank. I don't remember. So now we're gonna go into cordage. I just have 2 25-foot 550 paracord. I don't expect to need more than 50 feet. Plus, if I do, it's paracord, so there's 7 little strands inside. And then I just have some little 150 foot of twine. So this is for if you need to like strap some logs together for like to put on a roof or something, or to cover your tent, or to put just little things. So 150 feet of that. So we're gonna go with container now, and I'm putting food and my water bottle and my water purifier and my cooking all under container, because with my, this is 30, what is this, 30, doesn't say. It's like 36 liters or something. Single wall. If you get one of these, make sure it's single wall. Because if you have the double walls that help keep things cool and hot, when you put it on your fire to boil water with it, it'll explode. So it's just a 30, I think it's 36 ounce, single wall, metal flask container. And then this is it's like a 2-liter water purifier gravity fed drip bag with the filter straw, of course. The way this works, I'm not going to put it all together, but you got a big bag, so you can go into the river or whatever, scoop up all your water, and then you can take this hose here, attach it to here, and then attach it to the straw, and have this drip into your container, so it'll gravity feed filter your water for you. Has a little clamp that you put the hose through, so you can clamp it off if you need. I guess you could technically use that as a shower too if you really needed to, but I wouldn't. Then that white bag is a life straw. And again, this is just for my comfort, just because I make it easy. But I have 4 MREs. I have a friend that's on the military base. He sent me a case, and so I put 4 of them in this bag. It's only, I can ration these for like 3 days, 4 of them. Plus, you know, hunting, fishing, snaring, whatever. But just for a quick meal, I can ration these over 3 days. 2 days minimum. I can probably stretch it to 3. So I have 4 of these. And then my cooking utensils for cooking stuff. I have another one that's actually a little bit bigger, but this one weighed in less. So you have your pan here, fry up whatever. And you have a pot. It's not even open, as you can tell. I've never used it. A pot with a lid so you can boil water or soup, whatever you need. And like little wooden spatula stirring thing. Then you have like a little bowl or a cup. I guess these are cups. I don't know what they are. They're really small. And then I guess like a ladle or something. I don't know what this is, but it's in the thing. And then you have like a little Scrub Daddy cleaning thing. And then I added this myself. It's like a silverware Swiss Army knife. So you got your fork, spoon, knife, just for whatever you need it for. Like I said, this is for my comfort. This is my own preference. I mean, you guys can put in whatever you want, or don't put in something. But this is just what I prefer, so that's what I'm doing. I I'm sure there's a different way I could do things. I'm sure there's a lot better ways I could do things. So now, I'm going to do first aid. This is one of those, I bought one of the a 250 piece first aid kits for like $15, which by the way, those are like 90% junk. The reason I bought this one is because it has a tri-fold inside, so it folds 3 ways, and it has the easy rip bag. So there's stuff that I bought, so when you put this on the back of your pouch, if you need it quickly, you just rip it off your bag. But I put my own stuff inside here. I put some of like bandages, gauze from the kit, I put it in here, but like most of it I took out. There's like plastic tweezers or something. And then I took out like half the bandages because there's like 200 in there. But without further ado, so I would tourniquet, which is good to have. But yeah, the reason I bought the cheap kit is for the bag. I didn't care about the stuff inside. I wanted that easy rip bag. So inside, I have a pair of seam rod with a striker just for backup. I'm not going to go through everything in here. Just give you some of the stuff I added. I got water purifying tabs. And then what is it called? The assist key, I think that's what they're called. It's so you can get water off of building stuff. You can unlock the water buildings, the buildings water. So it's always, if you're in urban areas or whatever, it's always good to just have one. So I added real nail clippers, some needles, some thick needles. They're saline needles, so they'll go through bags and clothing, jeans, leather, whatever you need to go through. Some chapstick, and I got some real tweezers. And then there's another. This is one of those. There's another knife in here, but this is one of those cheap gimmick things that come in these packs, and I have it just for a pin. But it's supposed to be a pin, and then like a. You're supposed to be able to break glass with this tip, but it won't. It won't break glass. But it's there if I need to write on something. And of course, just gauze and bandages, burn creams, antibiotics, stuff like that. Neosporin. So there's also a multi-tool in here. It's always good to have. Just have a multi-tool. Multiple problems, multiple fixes. And then there was a knife in here. I don't know where it went. Did I not put it back? Oh, I didn't put it back. So here's the knife I have. There's supposed to be in this kit. This little pocket flip knife. You just need to go back in your little spot there, buddy. But other than that, it's standard first aid. Bandages, gauze, antibiotics, stuff like that. And then also, where is it? I don't know what to do with it, but there's a pill bag in here. It's supposed to be. I don't know, it's in here somewhere. But it's got different pills in it for painkillers, diarrhea, food poisoning, nausea, some stuff like that. Just basic stuff that's always in one, plus random stuff I added. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to like the miscellaneous stuff. So in my miscellaneous, I just have a couple of dry bags. I think I have like 3 different sizes. So you use them as a food bag or a bear bag, collect water, keep something dry, just miscellaneous bags. They're in their dry bags. Bug spray, as always. And then I have a ferrocium rod and magnesium rod. Magnesium, ferrocium, one or the other. I have ferrocium and magnesium with another striker, plus knife strike and everything. So just multiple combustion, plus I always have a lighter on me. So I got lighters, this, I need to add a few things. This is another gimmick that's in the pack, but it is actually pretty useful. It's a bellow. So when you got your fire going, it's starting to die down, you can put this in your fire and blow in it and it'll get your fire going again. It is a gimmick, but it is a useful gimmick. And then I just have a handful of extra paracord just in loops. And what you can, I don't remember what the knot is called, but if you string up a line for like a clothesline or like a tent line or something, you can wrap this around the line multiple times, and then it'll create tension. So you can, when you loosen the tension, you can slide this up and down the line, and then you just let go, and it'll retighten everything automatically, and it won't slip. So I just have a handful of these just for if something like that. Make a really simple loop. And this is the electronic bag. It's also in a dry bag. So I have my USB-C, which is inside of a bag, inside of a bag, inside of a dry bag, inside of my bag. So it's hopefully that USB-C will stay dry. So I have another power bank, which is solar power bank and a flashlight. Maybe. There it goes. So it's not a good flashlight, but it's still a flashlight. And this is 38,800 milliamp hours. So it should charge a phone or a flashlight or something 2 or 3 times per charge. But I can just throw this on the outside of my backpack while I'm hiking or walking, whatever. Solar charge this, power charge everything else. Then this is a crank radio. This will do the weather broadcast, FM and AM, and it's also solar, and it's also crank. So if it's raining or something and these aren't charged, whatever, you crank this up a little bit, and then there's a power bank in the back, so I can charge things up that way. And this is just the little miscellaneous things. So now we're going to move on to cover the 5th C in camping, or survival, I guess. Which I have a lot of stuff for, and I have a lot of stuff for cover. Which I also am including all my sleeping gear for cover, just so it's easier for the video. All you really need is a tarp, just for like a go bag. Just a tarp is all you need. You need about half of this stuff if you want a go bag. But like I said, this is a camping bag that is useful for a go bag. So I just have a decent sized tarp. And then I have a whole tent here. It's a Desert Fox tent. It's good up to, I don't know, like 30, 40 degrees, something like that. And it's super lightweight. It's probably 2 pounds, 3 pounds, something like that. And then a luxury item, it's a sleeping pad. Out of all the research I've done, everyone that says that if you're camping or hiking or whatever, bring a sleeping pad, a blow-up sleeping pad. It is a game changer and a life changer. So I have that. And then final, I have a tent. The lightweight tent, it's good up to, it says comfort temp 10C to 20C, which is roughly, what, 50 degrees, something like that. But I live here in Texas, so it doesn't get cold here, so I'm not too worried about it. It says extreme temps 5C. But like I said, I live in Texas. It gets cold here like 2 days out of the year. But that's everything for my camp. It's a camping bag. I call it a camping bag. I can throw it in my car if I need it, but it's essentially just built for camping. But yeah, I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and now I have. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I also forgot to add, there's a full-size poncho in there. It was in the bottom part where the MREs were, which I forgot it was in there. And then also, the bag can be set to however you want. Like, I can get rid of all those MREs for like losing 5 pounds, probably, and pack it with, you know, like little packets of tuna and some crackers and things that are lighter. But like I said, build it how you want it. I don't want to pack it with tuna and crackers. I'd rather have a handful of MREs. That's my preference. So build your bag however you want it. I built mine how I want it, and that's how it is.